And here we are the next day. I changed the number of days in a season um, to 9 days in a season from the 6 days in a season. That'll give me more time to actually do some of these tasks myself. Like, for example, we have some spraying to do. So let me go and see if I can go and find my sprayer. Turn around. I was heading the right direction to begin with. Isn't that lovely? So I'm going to head to field 11 and one second, my chat isn't completely connected. Hold on one second. That's strange. It keeps on asking me to authorize adding the bot from my Discord. But it's... Huh. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, it's not working, and I'll worry about it another time. We get back to the game. Okay, now. Passing field 8. Field 8 doesn't need any more fertilization. It's just 2, 3, and 11 that need fertilization. Oh yeah, that's right. My potatoes end up getting some corn that popped up in the middle of it. Appropriate for what we're doing. Whoops. Wrong button. Okay. almost completely unfolded. Okay. Bring up GPS. Bring it on over. I want to drive on the neighbor's crop. What in the world is with this line? I really need to get these angles just right and then save them. Because I keep on having to adjust these angles all the time. I probably should be driving right down that gap that I unintentionally made. No, the sprayer won't go any higher. I was trying to have it up in the air, but it's not quite working. Oh, I forgot the animals need taken care of this morning. Probably should have done that before taking care of the crops. The crops can wait, the animals need taken care of. Alright, after this pass, I'll stop and go and take care of the animals. I didn't even notice that the fields were wet, so I shouldn't even probably be... Well, it would be pretty dry by now. It was raining before. Okay, let's get a straw bale into the mixer. We can figure out what we did with the mixer. Alright, there we go. Do I even have a tractor over here? Yes, I do. No, do I have some in here already? Not much. Head out over to this feeding trough. Wait a minute. Well, it's working, but it's on the wrong side. There we go. Let's see. Power food? Only 1,100 pounds, 37%. Need more. Now, straw should be able to do. Hey, cow, move. Okay, got that filled up. Now I'll have to come over here and scoop that out. Though I'm not sure where I'm supposed to put the manure. I didn't see any place for me to scoop it to. Turn around, get a nice first-person view. Try to follow the same path we used coming in here. Okay. And I got tons of hay, so I'll add a little more hay, I think. How much we got there? Yeah, that'll add a quarter to it. Okay, let's grab this top one here, since this whole thing is trying to spill over. Oh. No! Oh, crikey. I could have done that oh so better. See, drop this into the mixer wagon. And then we'll just need a little silage for it. Turn the mixer off at the moment. Nope, it still wants to mix even though I turned it off. Oh, I can't move out of the way, I'm wasting. How do I stop automatic dispensing? Okay, there we go. Manual dispensing. Don't mix yet. I gotta get there before you can start mixing. Oh, for crying out loud. It'll take forever to get there. Okay, good. It stopped mixing. Alright. Turn the mixer back on once we get over here. Pull up just a bit. There we go. Check our numbers. Alright, those numbers are looking good, looking good. We'll have some left for feeding him another day. Alright. Hit something? Yes, we hit something. Alright. Now all I gotta do is clean up the manure. No, I gotta clean up the feeding trough. The manure apparently goes there, because I don't see any place to store the manure. Alright. Okay. Got the bucket. Oh, Mr. Bucket. Oh, almost ran over a dog. Where'd the dog go off to? Oh, got most of it. Let's turn around. Get the rest. Sorry, my dog is getting into trouble again. That's her favorite pastime, getting into trouble. There we go. I need to get a separate bucket for cleaning the what do you call it? Manure. I don't want to use the same one. So when I got to clean the manure later, I'll go and use a different one. So now I got to turn the water on. Fill up these water troughs, and then these cows will be good to go. There we go. Let's check the stats. All right. Animals looking good, looking good. Cleanliness is actually up. It's just hasn't updated. Up, up, up. Backed up wrong. Hi, Master Chief. How you doing? Oh, thanks for the follow, Master Chief. Thank you very much. Right now, I'm fertilizing my corn. This is my last of the 3 fertilizations. And got a couple other fields to fertilize too. And some of my fields are ready to harvest, actually, such as the wheat, the barley, and either the soybeans or the canola. I don't remember. And I'm doing all right. Oh wow, this is an interesting view. That's as high up as those sprayer arms will go. I can't get them up any higher. In case you didn't notice when you joined, this map is the Emerald Coast map, which is for the northwest corner of Florida up in the Panhandle. Oh, there, I was just answering your question just as you asked it. And this is on PC, by the way. I noticed you're on Mixer. Get a lot of people who think it's on Xbox 360. I'm using Xbox One. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, but it is PC. I'm using the Seasons mod and the MoreRealism mod. Seasons, is, of course, is on Xbox, but MoreRealism is PC only. It changes the physics of the way the vehicles work, how fast they accelerate, the weights of things. Because normally in the game, everything weighs half what it does in real life. And they accelerate really fast and stuff like that. This makes it more like real life. It looks like the neighbor's potatoes are ready. Let me go and do this headland here. Without driving on the neighbor's crops. Turn around. There we go. Do you play Farm Sim 17? And if so, on Xbox or on PC? Okay. As I finish up this headland, I'll head back to row 3. Whoops, almost ran into the neighbor's crops. On the Xbox, okay. Only a couple days until Farm Sim 19 comes out. Right now I'm playing my own map, but if they are still playing Farm Sim later, I'll later be joining multiplayer with a streamer named Scuba Doobie. If you want to check them out, I won't be upset if you want to go and check them out instead. They're playing a large factory map with lots of factories and stuff, but not with the realism mods that I'm doing. So it depends on, what your cup of tea is. That poor tractor is just hidden in those corn crop. So after this, I gotta go and fertilize my sugarcane. Sugarcane needs some fertilization. Just got a small section of sugarcane this year. Next year, I'll have a bigger section of sugarcane. It was just kind of like a test area, whether I really want to do sugarcane or not. I was previously using 6-day seasons, and I was finding I needed to do a lot of hired workers to help out, and running really short on time. So I've switched to 9-day seasons so I can do more of the work myself. Clearing the tree? Yes, we cleared the tree. There's some pretty big fields on this map. Let me go in. The big brown area up in the upper left-hand corner is actually all forestry, but the other large brown areas with numbers that you see, those are fields, and the one that we're in right now is 11. Hey, Tactical Duck, how you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see the S at the end. Tactical Ducks. How are you doing today? Trying to get this field of corn to be fertilized, and then go off to fertilize some sugarcane. I'm almost out of fertilizer. I think when I get to the end here, I'm going to have to go and get some more fertilizer. If I make it to the end. Bye, Master Chief. Have a good day. Almost made it to the end. I've only got 24 gallons of fertilizer left. Will I make it? Yes, I made it to the end of this pass. That was row 3. I'm going to have to come back and do row 4. So luckily the liquid fertilizer location is right along the main highway, just outside this gate. I don't have very far to go for some more liquid fertilizer. Oh, and Tactical Ducks, you asked how I am. I'm doing all right today. Didn't sleep all that well, so a little tired, but otherwise all right. And haven't been playing very long. Just took care of the cows and then started doing this fertilization of the field, the spraying. My apologies if I yawn occasionally. Ah, I have never had curry anything. I'm curious, but I've never had it before. You said you're making dinner and it's curry, so that would mean you're in UK. Okay. I probably asked before, but you know, the memory's not always the greatest. And right up here on the right-hand side is the fertilization plant, cellar. I don't know what you would call it. I enjoy spicy foods at times. My stomach doesn't always enjoy the spicy foods, but yeah, I enjoy spicy foods at times. I put small amounts of sriracha on my food at times because my sense of smell is kind of reduced, so I need that to kind of like give some more kick of flavor to it. Or maybe you're just a daredevil. Yeah, there are some people they do some really hot spicy things. There's oh man, what is the name of it? There's a show on YouTube, and I can't remember what the name of the show is, where they have people, um, they have celebrities eating chicken wings with various hot sauces on them, and then they try to ask them questions while they're eating these hot sauces that progressively get hotter and hotter and hotter. It's pretty amusing, but I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. Oh, and I hit their sign. I don't think they'd appreciate that. I can't now. I just can't remember the name of that show. Some of the people, are you familiar with the celebrity chef Alton Brown? If not, then you probably know at least Rachel Ray. You've probably heard. No, actually, you're in the UK, so you probably never heard of those two people. But we have some celebrity chefs here, Alton Brown and Rachel Ray, and they've been on the show. And besides doing the challenge with the hot sauce, they also critiqued the hot sauce and described its flavors and stuff like that. Alright, and we're going to hang a left here around the potatoes. Took that corner a little fast, should have slowed down more. Bring the GPS back up again. That's been fertilized there. And should be this one that hasn't been fertilized. It looks fertilized. Hold on, my dog is giving me a lick attack. No, no. Okay, that's enough. Hi, Nexus. How you doing? No, not Gordon Ramsay. We watch Gordon Ramsay here at times. Some of his programs: Hell's Kitchen, Master Chef, Nightmare Kitchens, and then there's one that's from that we used to watch when we had the BBC. Where he was a much more personable person. He wasn't doing the shouting that he does for American programming. Liked that one better, where he was calm and talked like this, and didn't have to shout at everyone. Oh, Nexus, hi. How you doing? Nexus is Road Dog. How you doing, Road Dog? By the way, Scuba is streaming at the moment too. I just didn't want to play the non-realistic version of the game at the moment, so doing my own game. I'm doing alright today. Didn't sleep all the best, so I'm a little tired, so you may hear me yawn occasionally. Yes, it can be pretty funny when Gordon Ramsay gets angry. Okay, come up to this. Almost done. Next pass. Oh, I didn't wait for it to close up enough. Thought it was closed enough. Good thing damage is not modeled. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but damage is not modeled in FS19 either, or at least in the previews that some of the YouTubers have gotten. There's no damage modeled. Daggerwind drove off of a cliff and he received no damage to his vehicle despite driving off of a cliff. I will get a lot of corn from this field, it looks like. Hope I make a good yield back from this, because I spent a fortune in fertilizer on this field. Ah, now I remember the one that tends to be on BBC. It's I think it's Hotel Nightmares or something like that, or where he goes and helps people um, uh, overhaul their bed and breakfast and stuff like that. At least we won't have silly views like this in FS19. Getting smacked in the face with corn even though you're in a cab. From here you can see the Dollar General over there. And yeah, and there's the Southern Buffet. Whoops. Nice little touches on this map that make it look really lived on. And I am not going to fertilize that last part there because I'm going to be wasting a lot of the fertilizer in the process. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for adding me as a featured channel. Say, Tactical Ducks, are you able to see when Road Dogg or Nexus was talking? Because it's supposed to be relaying messages between the various services. Because I'm streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. Almost done here. I don't know, maybe I'm playing this game wrong, but I never find these sheds out in the fields very useful. Because chances are, if I'm done with the equipment at one field, I'm ready to bring it to another field. You're only seeing YouTube, and it's not, That is strange. I wonder why it's not relaying. It's supposed to be. It looks, though, like YouTube is relaying to Twitch, just not the other way around, because I've got a display of just the Twitch chat, and it's showing you're talking in Twitch. So I wonder why it's not working for Twitch to YouTube. Strange. I'll have to look at that later. Turn off the GPS. I was driving around in the field with my road beacons on. And I've got more than enough fertilizer left for doing the sugarcane. Let's see, where's the gate that I came out of? Came in. I think it's up here. I really need to go and put some batteries in my my light tracking head thing. I got a PS3i camera and put together some LED lights, infrared LED lights that I can attach to the side of my headphones, and made my own poor man's track IR. It was a little disorientating trying to get used to, my head movements being translated in the game. But I need to go and set that back up again and try it again. It especially helps with with being able to judge distances, because it's kind of hard to judge distances in this game. Like when you're doing pallet work and stuff like that. Pallet and bale work. Whoa. Alright, go ahead. Go, 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 go. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I might have to turn around. I can't remember how I get to the, How do I get to... Sugar... Yeah, I gotta turn around. Oh, boy. Went the wrong direction. Turn around in my driveway. You can see that I got the John Deere combine harvester. Haven't used it yet, but got it ready for use in the fields because some of the crops are ready. Also, off camera before I started the stream, I cleaned up the yard a bit. I had a bunch of equipment all over the place. All right. And here is the fence that I was supposed to come out of. It was right across the street from the other fence. And of course, I drove too far. This field here is mine as well, and you can see it's ready to harvest. That's a field of wheat. Well, mine isn't as nice as the track IR, but it's serviceable. That's also my field there. I can't remember what that is, if that's soybean or canola. I think it's soybean. And almost on the sugarcane. The sugarcane is not full size yet. That looks like it's a fertilized texture. I might not be able to fertilize it again just yet. Let us see. Let me just do a quick spray and see if it makes a difference. I think it's already fertilized in this stage, and I can't do more. Let's see. Yep, it's already fertilized in this stage, can't do more. Alright. Then that means we head back to the main farmland, farmyard. Then go grab the combine and start some combining. Some harvesting. That makes more sense to say. That's some of the forest that I told you about before that's in the upper left-hand corner of the map. Actually, is there a shed over here? I could actually use the shed to go and park this, because I'm going to need this again for over here. So actually, one of these sheds are actually going to come in handy after all. Okay. I will bring the tractor back, though. Really? It's been an hour already? Doesn't feel like I've been playing for an hour. Feels like I just started. There's horses on this map, but you don't actually feed them or ride them or anything, just for ambiance. For a second there, I thought those weeds were moving, seeing things. Okay, let's get something beefier, like the John Deere here, or I can use a T7. But, no, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this instead of the New Holland. I need to go and get the grain wagon. Still sitting over at the shop. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't want this one. I do want the New Holland. New Holland is faster. Okay. I'll take the New Holland. Oh yeah, much better with its top speed. Still much slower than the traffic on the street. The traffic is 45 miles an hour. I hate this turn up here, but for realism's sake, I shouldn't be cutting through the gas station all the time. Oh, I'm still on 1x time. I did that when I was adjusting settings. I didn't realize I was 1x. Okay, 5x now. And in fact, let me speed up time a bit to make up for me having done that by mistake. Let's see. Should be a little bit more, probably about 8:45, then I'll go back to 5x time. Okay. So the fields are not dry still. They're still wet from last night, so I can't even start the combining right now. But at least I'm getting this back to the farm where it'll be closer to the fields that it's going to be needed in. Can't remember, is this field ready for harvest? Oh crud. Crossing the line. Yeah, it's ready for harvest. But I can do that from the main field. So we'll go and I guess we'll go to that one there. Park the equipment over there. Get it ready for use. Turn the road beacon off. Then in the back corner here, it's a path that leads over to field 1. Okay, now we got this parked at the side of the field for our barley. Can't start the combine going yet because there's too much moisture on the crop. So I guess one thing that we can do in the meantime is check to see if the grass is ready to be fertilized. I'll go and use the harrow since that's be quick to get over there. Though I probably should use a solid fertilizer at this stage. And off I go. I know some people like third person, some people like first person, so I'm trying to switch around a bit. If traffic will let me out. Actually, I just need to go across the street. No, I'll go down the street after all. There's a separate entrance for the grass field. Sorry for the clearing of the throat. My allergies are bothering me. Hey, Hey, Scooby-Dooby, thanks for the follow. Oh, you didn't stop streaming already, did you? Because I wanted to do some of my realism, and then I was going to stop by yours. Just wanted to get some realism out of the system. Okay, let's check the map, see if this is ready to fertilize. Oh, okay. Hopefully I notice your notification of when you start streaming again. Yep, it's ready to fertilize. A little bit of a cheat using this instead of having to pull out the big fertilizer. But now I'm going to go use the big fertilizer now that I know it's ready to fertilize. And the grass harrow I will use on the next stage of the grass. I'm going to use the solid fertilizer spreader, which I think I'm going to have to go and take to the fertilizer store to go fill up, because I think it's pretty much empty. Though I'm getting so much grass off these fields, I don't even know if I need to fertilize. But I guess I can sell the excess hay. Or I can also use the grass for the composter. To make compost, you get good money for selling compost to the garden center. First, let me put the harrow down. Oh, this door takes so long to open and close. Come on. I try to keep equipment that I don't use that often here, like plows, the sugarcane planter. I guess I'm using the solid fertilizer much more often than I thought I was going to, because I forgot about the grass needing to be fertilized again. Yep, just back right into the wall. Good job, good job. Oh, and drive around with my turn signal on too. That's you know, just great. Yeah, I only have 4.5 tons of fertilizer. I need to get some more. Do I have any in here? I had some before. I think I used it all already. Yeah, I used it all already. I'm just going to leave that open until I return with this. I know, if I was playing on the server with Jaybird, he'd be freaking out about me leaving the door open. But no sense in closing it if I'm going to be returning this in just a couple hours. Hey, welcome to the community, Ted. How you doing? Now, if I remember, the place that sells solid fertilizer is just past the shop, but before the Dollar General. Do I have my road beacons on? I got my road beacons on. Those fields are just asking to be harvested, but there's too much moisture on them. You'd certainly do a lot of driving on this map. Okay, here's the shop on the right-hand side over here where it says John Deere. Well, it's also the shop here on the left as well, that open lot. Yep, here's the fertilizer. Like I said. Oh, it's a long way before the Dollar General. The Dollar General's all the way down there. That is seed. Oh, help if I actually make it under the trigger, rather than about a foot away. Okay, now what am I doing wrong? Oh, there we go. Okay, 14, almost 15 tons. That's enough. That's going to be more than enough. Oh wow, now this is much more sluggish with this little tractor pulling it. You know, I forgot to check to make sure it's got enough horsepower to run this spreader. I just kind of assigned this this tractor as for doing fertilizer work because of its narrow tires. I'm going to cut through the gas station. Hopefully the cops don't see me avoiding, well, it's not a light, but avoiding a stop sign. Hey, how you doing, Redneck Chevy? Thank you for the follow. And welcome to the community. I think the next batch of grass that I get out of this field is going to go right into the composter. Awkward corners there. Hope I'm not making anybody seasick with moving around. I was trying to get the right camera angle to see where I was doing. Oh, that is a nice feature that I saw that's coming up in Farm Sim 19, is that you can actually unload your fertilizer now, and it'll appear as the pallet next to the vehicle. Especially useful if you bought a fertilizing implement, weren't very happy with it, but you've used it and you want to sell it, but it's full of fertilizer. I don't know how many times this happened to me on another map before. Very frustrating. Wish it was easier to see where you fertilized and you didn't. Just kind of guessing right now. I'll go check the fertilization map in a moment and see how accurate I was. Turn around, bright eyes. Yeah, okay, I'll stop singing. Sometimes songs go through my head from phrases. You're gonna have to suffer through my lousy singing of a line or two. Hopefully it doesn't bother you all too much. Y'all. I don't normally say y'all. Okay, let's take a look at the map. How well did I do? I missed a little bit, but for the most part, that's good. Oh, and field 2 is ready to fertilize. I see it fertilized a little bit there, but this spreader is going to be the wrong choice. I'll wound up just plowing over all the crops there. So let me do the other grass field. I'm going to do the other grass field, and then I'm going to do some harvesting. You know what? I said I've been going to do some harvesting. I'm going to get to harvesting one of these fields and then go back to doing the fertilizing. Get it done. Wow. Pulling this 12.8 metric tons of fertilizer is pretty slow for this little smaller tractor. Taking this header down to field 1, and we are going to harvest some barley. We won't even have very far to travel to go and drop it off in the silo. Probably best to go and put this right here. Oops, forgot to change this to Control Delete to bring it up. There we go. That's weird. I had closed up this this combine earlier, and it opened back up again when I loaded it. When I loaded the save. Strange. Okay. Anyway. Not a very big header, but it's good enough. I don't have very big fields, so I don't need a bigger header just yet. Oh, not like the factory farm mod where there map where there's huge fields. Oh, I have to unfold the header spikes. Okay. What is the key for unfolding the header spikes? R. Something very unsettling about standing underneath a combine header on a running combine. There we go. Set the compass for 270 and I should be good to go. Cut these two headlands, come around and go up and down the long route, the long way of the field. You may notice it is not displaying the barley in liters. It is displaying the barley in bushels, because in the U.S. that is how grain crops are measured, by bushels. So I figured I'd go and change the units to something that was more realistic to real life in America. This is American map. Just give me a moment. I'm thinking of something to talk about to fill the silence. I'm having a little trouble doing that. Wonder how long it's going to take for mods to start converting over to Farming Sim 19. You know, both vehicle mods and also quality of life type mods. Oh, I started to drift. And not the Tokyo type. I know that was terrible. Okay. I know I say okay way too many times, I'm sorry. It's just me thinking in between about what I'm doing and don't really have words to describe how I'm thinking at the moment. But now I'm going to have plenty of straw. I won't have to buy straw at the shop anymore, because now I'll be able to use this, and by the size of these fields, I am probably going to be able to sell a bunch of this straw. In fact, I've got so much straw here, the straw harvest add-on is actually looking very tempting to buy. Depending on what the price is, because when I go to the site, I get different prices every time I look at it. And yes, I'm setting it to U.S. currency, but for some reason it'll say 12, and then I follow the link about it, and it says it's 15. It's like, I thought I just said 12 on the other page, so I don't know. Oh, that's nice. this combine beeps when you get to the 50% mark. And we're going to have to unload because we're going to really fill up when we do this this next pass. I'm forgetting how to put the tube out. Okay, gotta refer to this. Lower header. Oh, no wonder. I had the header selected, not the not the combine. That's why none of the controls were working. Do-do-do. Help if I get close enough. That was pretty good, over 160 bushels. And the current going price for barley is $24 a bushel. That's not bad. That's not bad. And GPS on. That should be just about right. Let me go and change to 180. And move it over. And we'll have the GPS set up just right. Okay, here we go. Up, 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 up. Help if I lower the header. Oh no! Wanted straw, I didn't want to chop the straw. Okay, everything's set up now. And it says I'm getting 160 to 180 bushels an acre. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I go to the Bank of Hegstead and find out how many acres. Field management? Oh, those are listed in hectares, not acres. I can't tell. Waving fields of amber. That's a lot of barley. Either a lot of soup or a lot of beer. Okay, let's see if we can get as close to the fence as possible. I think third person's going to work best for this. Now, I did not plow the very ends of this field, and I'm getting about 180 bushels an acre. So I should actually get a better yield when I go further into the field. Probably closer to 200 bushels an acre. Oh, 50% mark. Quite the contrast. Combining at 3 miles an hour while cars go by at 45 miles an hour. Hey Jesse, how you doing? We're finally out here, finally harvesting some crop. Only took 5 days before we could finally harvest something. I can't remember if I started the map with $2.5 million or $3.5 million, and I'm down to $487,000. So I really need to get some crop back to return on my investments. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this the way back again without filling up, because this is quite a bit that I'm getting. I'm already at the 80% mark, I think. No, 73% mark. So let me go turn around. Oh, this is much higher yield. I can tell by the way I'm slowing down. What is this? It's a steady 189 bushels. 190, almost 190 bushels an acre. %. Oh, I wonder. Put this on auto. Oh, it does show the fill level here. That's pretty neat. Now, I don't think I'm going to make it to the end there. I'm already at 94%. %. Yeah, I'm going to come up just short. I don't want to run out of room here, so I am going to go and turn this off. Hello, Andrew Donner. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing today, Andrew? I think I'm going to go and switch to the tractor and bring the tractor to me instead. All right, heading on down. I think these songs on the radio are starting to repeat themselves. I have to switch to a different musical style so we can get something different on here. I can't, go to real music because, pop, well-known music, because then YouTube and Twitch and all of them will go and, at the very least, get rid of my audio, if not actually get me in trouble. How full are we getting over here? $500 bushels. Wow. 500 bushels at $26 a bushel. That is going to be some good money, because we're not even done yet. Huh, I'm stuck on it. Okay, let's avoid that. Head this way. Continue. Oh! I hit the fence! No, don't smack the $500,000 equipment into a fence. Not a good idea. Oh, I missed something. Good thing I'm coming back. Turn ourselves around. Now that's a pretty big hump there. I don't think I want to be able to get over that. Oh, got over it. Good. You see the fill level over there, which is a nice feature, being able to see the fill level right in the cab. Probably eventually going to put this one on a worker, and then I'll run the truck to it when it needs it. That fence will be an issue, so I'm making one more pass at this end. Wow, the wheat is so the barley. Wait, is this barley or wheat that I'm doing? Barley. The barley is so thick, well grown that it's really slowing me down to like 2-3 miles an hour. Switch to some rock. Whoops. Missed a little bit there. So how does everybody feel about Farm Sim 19 coming up? What is the features that you're most interested in? If there's still anybody at the channel. I'll tell you that one of the features that I'm most interested in is the ability to unload fertilizer, liquid and solid, from the vehicles, from the implements. I don't know how many times I went to go sell something and wound up getting rid of thousands of dollars of fertilizer. I am not going to make it to the end because I'm at 51% finishing, so just a little short of finishing at the other end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unload. Let me get up better speed. Might as well pick up the barley since I'm driving right over it. Oh, too far. Tell you, depth perception. I'm just not getting into this game. Got stuck on that hill again. That hill of wheat. Barley, barley, barley. Keep on calling it wheat. It's barley. Up, up, up. There we go. Now the settings are set right. Okay, we're gonna go and put this into the, wow, it's really struggling with this. We're gonna go put this in the silo. And then we'll get, I think we're gonna get a, an overloader, an auger wagon. Because this is kind of heavy to bring out onto the field. Always make sure you look where you're going. Not like I just did. About halfway down the field. And now I had a case too. I guess I don't have a case. I thought I did. Remembering incorrectly. No, I have a Massey somewhere. Where's my Massey? That's the old Massey. Where's the new Massey? There it is. No, it's already put away, so I might as well go and use the John Deere. And I just want a small one. You get a small auger wagon that's just, or chaser bin as they're also called. Head down to the shop and pick it up, and it should be ready to unload by the time I get back. I'm going to avoid going through the gas station again, even though I hate this turn. And turn around. Well, not turn around, but the turn is almost like turning around. All right. See how little this thing is compared. Oh, it's not that little. They're pretty good size. I actually have to take a break for just a second. I need to get something to drink and also let the dog out. So I will be back momentarily. Alright, and I am back. Now to just unpause the game. Around this corner. And that, what do you call it? Combine harvester is ready for unloading. But it's on the wrong side. Can I sneak in there? No, the header's not that wide. Travel through all these weeds. Go into the shop, and I'm going to go and add wide tires to the Massey and have it go and take out the baler. If I don't smack into the wall. And now I'm stuck on the wall. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, I know. I'm going to take care of that in a moment to help her. Gave it a tune-up. It picked me up in power. It's got 280 now. In just a moment, we're going to have it grab the baling stuff. Unfortunately, Elizabeth is not smart enough. Go and back out. Offloading it over to the chaser bin. Okay. Bring this around. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Something's not right here. That holds 900 bushels. That holds 480? I'm only going to get 2 loads. Now, there's no more realism patch for it, but is it at least smaller load? No, it's unrealistically high. So that's the smallest chaser bin I can get is 482. But when it comes to tippers, $900, $1,100. I guess I can go bigger. That's the one I probably should have gone for. Rather than the Joskin 8000, I should have gone for the Joskin 8600. There we go. That should be out of the way, but at the same time they can self-unload. Oh, I left the engine running. That's not good. Okay, now pull out the stacker behind it. Now, grab the baler, back into the pitch of the accumulator. No, it's more of a stacker than it is an accumulator. Wish I had an accumulator. I was going to say I'm making good speed, but nope. All of a sudden dropped down to 6 miles an hour. Well, I guess that's not bad for bailing. I am definitely going to have way more straw than I can possibly use. It's going to be quite a bit of straw. Definitely will be selling it. And I don't know, what does anybody in the stream think? Should I look into the straw harvest add-on? I don't know. Okay, out of the way they go. Again, I said okay. Why do I keep on saying okay all the time? It's something I got to learn to stop doing. Okay, so I did it again. I can handle the big files as long as I go really slow. And now switch to T7. No, not the T7. Switch to the John Deere 8030. So I was watching some streams about some drones and stuff like that. Drones have gotten much less expensive. They have DJI Tello. I think was it Tello or Trello? It was. It goes for about $99, and you can actually program it with programming languages like the simple ones like Scratch, or more advanced languages like Python. And you can program it to follow shapes, follow paths, and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Would be interesting to combine it with visual recognition, optical recognition program. Software that lets it recognize objects and actually have it be able to maneuver and avoid objects using the onboard camera in the front, and look for places to land and stuff like that. That would be an interesting project. They don't travel very far, but well, they say they don't travel very far, but they seem to travel far enough. I mean, even the cheap ones travel 100 meters, but when you see how far 100 meters is, it's a pretty good distance. This is about full. Let's go empty this. This T7 could use more horsepower too. Let me see about upgrading this one. You know what? Now, I need to save the money because I need to get harvesting equipment for the sugarcane. And out here I can see how many liters I have. 53,000 liters. Well, let me at least look to see how much it would be. If it even has any additional power that it can take. No, not the wagon. Why don't you get the plow? Nope, I got that one. 250, 60, 270 is as high as it'll go. So I'd only be adding on another 20 horsepower at $30,000. No, not going to be worth it. Definitely not going to be worth it. So I will have to switch to buying a lorry, semi, next year, because these tractors are having trouble pulling large loads of grain. Go to the combine. Is there wait while on load? No. Okay, now we can pull up beside it and it can keep on working. Okay. Gotta be very careful with the throttle. Okay, this is a lot more difficult than it looks. At least with an Xbox 360 controller. That actually shouldn't still be working with the engine off. But it did anyway. Now to get back on the baler. The John Deere's already back up to 11%. Where is that combine? And it so totally did not pick up the rust. Ah, wasn't paying attention. Hello, Digital Deer. How are you doing? Thank you for the follow. Yep. Oh, I'm slipping on all this hay, straw. Okay, let me see if I can offload this right here at the edge of the field. Got a bale stacker. There we go. Kind of slow. Where is the combine? Okay, it should be unloaded in just a little bit. Okay. This is a barley field. It's been plowed and fertilized 3 times, and the yield I'm getting is ridiculous. I think I might have to start selling some of this wheat because I'm probably going to run out of room. Not wheat, barley. I keep on calling it wheat. It is barley. Really? Just miss the straw on the field? Really? Cleaning this all up. Okay, let's switch to the 80-30. Unload that combine. This is kind of hard to do with an Xbox 360 controller. Or at least a off-brand one with the rock candy. The throttle isn't quite the right sensitivity. So watch where I'm driving left and right. I'm about to drive right into the crop. Oh boy. I could set a worker on this using Courseplay, but I want to be more involved with what's going on the farm. There we go. What is that, 41%? I'll just go and park it off in the middle of the field because I can grab some more. And now we go back to the 77 with the big baler. And full speed ahead. Going a little slower than needed to make sure I get all of that from the big pile. Okay, now full speed ahead. Oh, interestingly, on this map, the gas prices actually fluctuate. I don't know if that sign has variable prices on it or not, but anyways, the cost of fuel can vary from moment to moment. It doesn't show up in the product list, so I don't know how you're supposed to know exactly what the gas costs at any given moment. That looks like it's just a plain texture and not a display that updates. And it did not get all that. And I'm almost full. For bales, that is. Trying to pick some of this stuff up here. Up, 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 up. Doesn't like when I turn too hard. So it's called a big baler, but I think these are normal sized bales, aren't they? I don't think they're the Heston bales. I think they're just normal square bales, I hope. I didn't mean to be doing the big ones. It is an often awful big baler, though. Okay, I feel like I'm hearing the same songs over and over again. Ah, I'm dropping them on the field. I can't believe I did that. I wasn't paying attention. Where is the... The harvester is too far away. I can't see it. On the way back. Right, let me switch to the T7. No, not the T7. 8030. Come up alongside it and match the speed. This is actually taking a bit of effort to keep the speed just right. %15 more to go, 10%. There we go. Now to offload this because we're fairly full. Any day now. Actually, let's put this more up towards the front. There we go. Fill up here. Close her up. And let's go back to the big baler. Let's see if we can pick these bales up that we accidentally dropped on the... In real life, there would be nothing to do. Oh, not watching what I'm doing. There'd be no way to do it. There we go, picked it up. I can get around this stack of bales without knocking them over. There we go. Okay, there we go. And a baling we will go. I am really looking forward to my sugarcane maturing. I should look at the price of barley. This might be a good time to sell the barley. Oh man, am I missing so much still in the field? Yep, not getting it quite right. Alright, stop it with your OCD. Just leave it where it is. I think it's time to come back around. Yep. Time to unload the combine harvester again. That over there, on the other side of the hedge, is my sugarcane field. Very small one. The test batch. Don't seem to be having too many viewers now, but I usually stream like in the middle of the night, like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And right now it's 2:30 p.m., not a.m. It's usually 4 a.m. when I get the most viewers. Alright, let me go switch. The John Deere. I mean this in the most innocent way when I say it's time for me to grab my PP. PP-14 chaser bin. Okay, and around we go. Almost time to send the hired help home, because they cost more after 6 o'clock. %50 done. %30 empty. Or full. Yeah, full. Combine doesn't have a very big tank. Let me go and check what the prices are. Okay, barley. No, prices are terrible for barley. Same for wheat. Gotta wait till winter to go and sell that. Nola's gonna also be lousy. Soybeans? Oh, I've missed my chance to go and get the good price for the soybeans. I don't really want to have to wait till next summer, but man, is that price dropping. I might have to just wait till next summer. Corn, again, winter. Potatoes, winter. Sugarcane, pretty much stable. And I don't have any sunflowers. Sorry about the clearing of the throat. Allergies bothering me. Okay. So hopefully I can make it there before this gets pushed out. Nope. Let's unload this stack. Make it nice and easy for the telehandler to pick them up. "91 degrees out in the game." I know. Leave the little bits. It's not worth it. I feel a bit of OCD seeing it sit out there. It's like, I have to collect it. I have to collect it. I can't let it stay on the field. Even though I know it's, not worth it. Oh. Almost out of time for the workers. That's okay. It'll give me time to try to catch up with this wheat. Combine harvester's going at 6 miles an hour, and I'm going to 6 too. So why am I taking so long to catch up to the combine harvester? In fact, it says the combine harvester is doing 3.7 miles an hour. Don't know why it's taking me so long. Alright, here comes a big pile. Gotta go slowly over it. Pick up as much as I could from it. And almost ready to drop off another set of bales. Great demand in Deep South Granary for wheat. Now, I don't have any wheat harvested yet. Decided to start with barley, unfortunately. Let's see, what is wheat when it's at its highest? When it's at its highest, it's about 1,300 when it's at its highest. And what is the great demand for wheat? Well, of course, it's in a different system. Well, we know it's not the best right now. That's the main thing. Okay, run over to the John Deere. Probably should have just tabbed over into it, but running over to it works too. Back to life, back to reality. No, it's not that song. That's a good song though, from the 80s. Where's it from the 90s? Can't remember. It might have been from the 90s. Yeah, I think it was from the 90s, not the 80s. Back to Life from oh, what was the group again? Back to Back, I think, or something, or Still Too Real? I can't remember. Probably some of the people that watch this stream were probably not born until 2000. Like 90s. That's long before I was born. Ah, I fell into the grain. And it is now full and needs to be taken. Oh, so sluggish. Doesn't want to move. Oh, first thing I gotta do, though. Oh, I'm taking it out onto the field. I didn't mean to do that. You... Yeah, go ahead and finish. Sent the worker home. It's off the field, didn't mean to take it onto the field. It is kind of a small tractor to be pulling that big load. We'll see how much we have in here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have room. It's got much more capacity than that, so it's not too bad. And it's to be about 1,300 when it's at its highest price. It's 84,000 liters in there, so that's gonna be 84,000 plus 2,400, so like 86,000. Where am I going? I'm driving onto the field. So busy trying to think. Yeah, so $86,000 I should make from what is harvested already. There's still plenty more out there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have more than enough straw. I'm gonna have to sell some of this. Hour and a half. Just trying to check the number of bales in the stacker. So when we get to the end here, it'll be time to set up another stack. Looks like we might be able to stack them all up down here. Here we go, another stack coming up. And of course, I did not have it on. Wondering why I was getting such good speeds. I wasn't bailing. It's almost 7 o'clock now. Got about an hour left to work out here. Which equates to about 20 minutes of real time. What just happened? What in the world? I forgot to turn the baler on and it was bunching up a bunch of them. My fiance is watching a show on YouTube, and someone was talking about how their kid is afraid of bubbles. Yep, they have a phobia of bubbles. Strange, you know, pretty much anything you can think of, there's someone who has a phobia like that. And you know, that must be tough on the person who suffers them. Wow, a lot of straw built up here at the end. Ooh, it's going to rain tomorrow. I'm going to have to get this wheat off the field. I'm going to have to get it off the field. Not just the bales, but the stuff that is on the field now. I should have paid attention to the forecast and not grab so much. I take it the hired help does not know what to do. So I can't hire help to help me do this. I know it's terrible when somebody is streaming and they're not doing any talking, but I don't know what to say. I think I've run out of topics to talk about. Up. Well, I've run out of things to talk about, and it's getting noisy in here, so I think I'm going to end my stream for now. I may continue playing off stream, since I got all this wheat to harvest up, but I'll may be on later. Have a good day.